All right, Shalom, Israel. Shalom, Shalom. I want to give all praises to the Heavenly Father, Abunau Yahweh, by Hashem Mashak Yahweh. You know what I'm saying? Much love to all the brothers in righteousness and meekness. And Shalom to all the sincere people out there in the nation of Israel. And today's lesson is going to be going into the Josephus, dealing with the witch. Right, the witch or the necromantic woman of Endor. Comfort Saw. It says Antiquities 643. Right, dealing with the witch of Endor, the woman of Endor, which she was a necromantic, which meaning she followed necromancy, which means she talks to the dead. Right, which Israelites ain't supposed to do that. You know what I'm saying? But these other nations damn sure is doing this. You know, talking to the dead. I'm going to get 614:3 out of that Antiquities of the Jews to go into the witch of Endor. Okay, Lord willing. Okay. Book 6:14:3, right? I think that's what it is. Book 6, chapter 14. Okay, let's see. It says, chapter 14. Sakya. How Saul, upon God's not answering him concerning the fight with the Philistines, desired a necromantic woman to raise up the soul of Samuel to him, and how he died with his sons upon the overthrow of the Hebrews in battle. So it's clearly showing you that Saul, the Most High wasn't dealing with him, so Saul desired a woman that practiced necromancy, so he can figure out what to do from a prophet. But this prophet was dead, and he had to go against the law to even do this. All right, let me see where I want to start at. It says I should start at 3. I think I'll start at, let's see. I'll start at 2. Now Saul, the king of the Hebrews, had cast out of the country the fortune tellers and the necromancers and all such as exercised the like arts, excepting the prophets. But when he heard that the Philistines were already come, he had pitched their camp near the city of Shunem, situated in the plain. He made haste to oppose them with his forces. And when he has come to a certain mountain called Gilboa, he pitched his camp over against the enemy. But when he saw the enemy's army, he was greatly troubled, because it appeared to him to be numerous and superior to his own. And he inquired of God by the prophets concerning the battle. So he was trying to see what the Most High would tell him to do as far as going to battle, that he might know beforehand what would be the event of it. And when God did not answer him, Saul was under a still greater dread, and his courage fell, foreseeing, as he was reasonable to suppose, that myself would befall him. And now God was not there to assist him. Yet did he bid his servants to inquire out for him a woman that was a necromancer. So since the Most High didn't want to ask him, he went and got a necromancer, man, a woman that talks to the dead, and called up the souls of the dead, that he might know whether his affairs would succeed up his mind. For this sort of necromantic woman that brings up the souls of the dead do by them foretell future events to such as desire them. And one of his servants told him, Sakya, that there was such a woman in the city of Endor. Right, so it talk about Saul taking off his apparel and all that, his royal apparel. I'm going to skim through it. I ain't going to be able to read it because I don't think I got too much battery. It says, and as soon as he had introduced her by this oath to fear no harm, he bade her to bring up the soul of Samuel, So he's asking for her to bring up the soul of Samuel. He's not asking her to call down the soul of Samuel, but to bring him up. She, not knowing who Samuel was, called him out of Hades. What did it say? She, not knowing who Samuel was, called him out of Hades, man. So this shows you when the dead goes, when they die, man, they actually go to Hades, just like the Messiah spoke about, right? And Hades is not just a tormented place. It has two sides, man. You know what I'm saying? The Lord created things in twos, right? You have Abraham's bosom and torment, and she called him out of Hades. See that? He was in Hades when he appeared, and the woman saw one that was venerable and of a divine form. She was in disorder, and being astonished at his sight, and said, "Art not thou King Saul?" For Samuel had informed her who he was, when he had owned that to be true, and had asked her whence her disorder arose. She said that she saw a certain person ascend, right? So they're ascending out of Hades, man. Not descending out of Shemayim, but ascending. She saw a person ascend who was in a form like to a god, right? We're Israelites are gods. And when he bid her to tell him what resembled and what habit he appeared and of what age, and she told him he was an old man already and of glorious personage, and had on a sacred mantle, if I said that right. So the king discovered by the reason that he was Samuel, and he fell down upon the ground and saluted and worshipped him. And when the soul of Samuel asked him why he had disturbed him and caused him to be brought up, right? He was brought up out of Hades. He lamented the necessity he was under, for he said that his enemies pressed heavily upon him, that he was in distress what to do, right? So let me keep going down here. But Samuel, seeing that the end of Saul's life was come, said, what did he say? It is vain for thee to desire to learn of me anything further, when God hath forsaken thee. However, hear what I say, that David is to be a king, and to finish this war with good success. And thou art to loose thy dominion in thy life, because thou didst not obey God in the war with the Amalekites, and hast not kept his commandments, as I foretold thee while I was alive. Know therefore that the people shall be made subject to their enemies, and that thou with thy sons shall fall in battle tomorrow, and thou shalt then be with me in Hades. Right? So he told him that he was going to go to pretty much Sheol, because Hades is Greek for the Hebrew word Sheol. All right? He didn't tell him he was going to be in Shemayim, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I know a lot of Israelites think when you die, you stay in heaven, but you don't stay in heaven. You just go to see the Most High, you know what I'm saying? And he tells you, you know, whether you're going to, you see his glory and all that, and he tells you where your resting place will be until the resurrection, man. All right? So, yeah, the dead is in Hades waiting on the resurrection, man. All right? Because if you already in heaven, there's no point in even waiting for the resurrection. You already got your body, your new body. And also, Yahushua said in the gospel that he go to prepare a place, man, that where he at, we can be. So we're not going to be able to go there till Yahushua come back. Now, why do you think he said, I go to prepare a place? Because when you die, you don't just go and be with the Messiah, right? That doesn't happen until he come back to get us. So with that, all praise to the Heavenly Father. Shalom. The point of this was that Samuel was in Hades, man. You know what I'm saying? And the dead won't be resurrected out of Hades till the Messiah comes back to judge the quick and the dead, man. All right? And Like he said, he goes to prepare a place, right? He's going to prepare a place to where we can be with him and his Father, man. In heaven, man. Not just on earth, right? Because we're not going to just be on earth. All right? So with that, Shalom.